painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
ちょっとこれが全てだって情報が少なすぎんか。これで画面用意する人っているのね。
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater.
San値は打撃軍人でムーズ・アルゴンヌ構成に参加。 ロストバタリオンの数少ない生存者である。ラストバタリオンならヘルシングで知ってるんやけどな。同胞からは死亡したものとされていた。なるほど、死んだ体で戦場にいたのね。睡眠薬や酒に溺れている。まあなかなかのやつやな。会ったこともないのに写真かこれ。
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I used to be an avid reader.
医学用欄大根。研修医や新人医を対象とした重厚な書。大根はあらゆる基地の疾患を網羅している。症状と適用となる治療を詳述している。詳述している。何？医学とオカルトのスキルは環境内で発見したオブジェクトでのみ上がります。あ、そうなの？はーい。
Dark water is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
はあ、単純で原始的な信仰を伝える生きた証拠、ロマンを読み起こしがちであるが、彼らの神々というものがどれほど獰猛であったか忘れてはならない。置き去りにされた深い洞窟の壁を巨大な生物がまがまがしく飾り立てている。海の神なのか夢の神なのか知る者はいない。だが現代の島民であり誇り高き捕鯨漁師の子孫らは覚えている。マサチューセッツ沖合に浮かぶ孤島の謎深く妬ましい。
All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
酒飲まずにはいられない。
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
そうだね。
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
はあ、Lost Battalion。出発しますか。ホラーゲームとか久々やな。クトゥルフ神話っていうだけでいいよね。ロードが長え。 ごい長い。ドン。結局船は見つかったのね。じゃあラクティブプレゼンツ。あ、ここでやっとオープニング。そういうことね。渋いおじさまやな。これが俺か。
We're almost there.
ジェームズ・フィッツロイっていう名前がもうなんかジェームズだなってすごいよね。コール・オブ・クトゥルフ。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Huh.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber.
チャールズ・ホーキン
He
ス
was a
は
good man.
陸者
And his wife,
岡物陸
Sarah
者
Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And a great pain to what a tragedy.
残念なことだ。
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up.
そういう名
Mitchell
前
may
のバ
not
ー
be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office.
Oh.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the
わかりま
docks.
した。Hey you. なんか釣れたんかお前今。嘘やろ。なんもないね。とりあえず言われた通りに行きますか。
Let the police do their work.
何？おお、なんじゃこれすげえ。
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
Seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no
よくこれの
idea.
横で釣りできんな。
Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it.
The only...
That's no way to treat an omen.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you... The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
咲いた。
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water,
Oh,
you
yeah.
shysters. You can
作っ
see
た
that I'm
感じか
busy,
これ
can't
選
you?
択肢。
You can't understand. You're not sailors. You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
おっ
It's
さん頑張
a
れ。
sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
サブ目標バーニング。その前になんかいろいろありそうですね。もうこのあからさまに怪しげなランプね。こんなランプがあるか。とりあえずバーに入ってみました。なんやから悪いの。
Hey, be careful.
嘘やろ、殴り合いじゃないのそこ。
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
喧嘩を先に言ったのは俺じゃないぜ。
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
偉そうに。
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
まあせやな。
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater.
ちょっと
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
マジ
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
これ以上言わねえよ。
Anything
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
なるほど。
Anything else?
言うてることはもう全くもってその通り。
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
なるほど。
The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Then, I don't...
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
You don't dare say a thing.
You're not a... Oh,
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves,
so they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself.
I've got what I need. That'll be all for now.
You again.
Captain Fitzroy told me about...
Oh, drinking anything else?
That'll be all for now.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
巨大な白ジラの対抗をしのぐそれはすでに奇跡の獲物と呼ばれて気を尽くしてもまだ余って反対からはみ出すほどであった。そのクジラの巨体でダークウォーターの多数の島民が食にありつけ、この土地に蔓延していた飢饉が終わるのは間違いない。貸し倉庫マークス氏が漁業工房保管用に貸し出している。
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
ちょっと割り込んでこないで。楽しそう。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
さっきの姉さんかこれ。他になんかないかな。ここだけあからさまに異色やけどな。鍵かかってるよね。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told...
ちょっともうちょっと喋らせてほしかったな。すいません。褒めたつもりだったんですけどね。
I told you to beat it.
分かったよ、ごめんね。悪かったよ。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
そうか、禁酒法の時代の話か、これ一応。
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain
There's
told
nothing
you
for
not
you
to stick
here
your
either.
noses round here
Beat
again.
it.
This isn't your
めちゃめちゃ名前で酒の密造人って言ってる。
We go
There's
where
nothing
we
for
want.
you here either.
Hey, you'll get us in
Beat
trouble.
it.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can't we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chump.
まあいいや。こんな島でいいの？大丈夫か？
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Cat. Cat って誰？さっきの姉さん？
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Broken.
Broken.
This place seems half abandoned.
閉めてみた。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
さっきのか？
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
The Learning of Medicine. Medicine. これは医療スキルが上がったのでは？ほんまに？上がった？今上がったの？船長と喋る前にいろいろちょっと探索させてくださいよ。ほらいろいろあった。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
これ何や思った？規則かさ。すいませんね。目の前でいろいろ物色しちゃって。いえ、すいません、すいません。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Deck. 俺の隣のデスク。こいつか。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
まあちょっとなんかあれか。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
何のようなのか言ってくれ。
Your manifests have been blacked out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough.
And why obliterate the dates?
You mean that the dates?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed. We specialized in whaling.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for warehouse.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept...
To look into the real cause. The miraculous cat.
Not at all. It's an episode from our... Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall.
I was looking at your photograph.
Ah, yes, I could...
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but...
And for good reason. That's my...
Your father.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it, if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to...
Don't you worry about...
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when... You're back again. What can I...
Can you tell me where...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So, you're back again. What can...
I shall be...
So, come back...
お前らさっき揉めてなかった。通れるということやな、やっぱりな。
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Where do you think you're going?
どこに行くつもりだ。警察がここで何をしているのか。
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty?
Who's asking the question?
Who are these others?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind...
Are you saying our work was not... Forget it.
Who are these others?
Don't ask.
What more can you say about the death?
Not much more than whatever. They were all burnt to death, right?
The whole mansion.
Don't get it into your head to go wander.
What do you mean?
The only one left there is old Silas. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself... You again?
No need...
You again? I told...
No need to...
この倉庫調べなきゃなんねえんだよ。ちょっと話を聞かせてほしかったんですけどね。
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet.
What?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already...
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very simple, in fact.
I don't give a damn about your racket.
And we don't give a damn about you.
I bid you, gentlemen, farewell.
Get it? Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
まあ絶対こっちになんかあるよね。謎解きゲーだもんね。行けるとこ全部行かなくちゃ。ピッキング開いちゃうんだな。
Damnation.
開かへんのかよ。
It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it said.
何を侮辱しているかも俺にはよく分かっていないがな。通してくれよ、頼むよ。 が探しそびれてんのか。あいつらずっとあそこにおる。このおっさんもここにおる。
You again? I told.
No need.
はい、ダメですか。未だに怖い要素が全くないけど、それを許してほしい。ここからおっさんが出てきたの見たんだけどね。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble.
This warehouse looks about.
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more?
Good.
Good.
I've seen the kind of mess. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. If she's not interested in small fry. You, on the other hand, nose around too much?
I shall take my leave.
You saw what happened. Don't hang around.
I shall.
船長に気がついてたな。ちょっと船長に聞いてみるか先。
You're back again. What can I...
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging.
They're part of the private property.
And yet the place looks abandoned.
As a precaution, I suppose.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by time?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can... You're back again. What can I...
Can you tell me?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come...
Show me my way. 間違いなくここから行くのは分かってるのよ。でこの車が邪魔なもん分かってるのよ。っていうことはここしかないのよ。
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Ratchet.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. This tunnel goes under the warehouses. I could use this old... It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
お、ようやく怖くなってきそうな雰囲気。セーブしたな。何毒ガスが過ぎるで、毒ガスが。行かなあかんよ。体力とかないもんな、このゲーム。
I hope it's not tough.
毒でしかないやろ。うわ、最悪。怖い怖い。よし、シラフでこんな。ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って、なんか来た、なんか来た、なんか来た、なんか来た、なんか来た。うわー、やっぱり。勘弁してくれよ、マジで。声出たわ。今のは何かな。じゃあ産地は俺の産地は正常ですか。安定してますね。怖えよ。なんだ。
This is primitive.
Primitive. 侵入。じゃあ俺もうこういうなんやろ、戦わない系のゲームあんましないので。マジで武器がないと不安でしかないんだよね。キャラクターポイント。
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
よいしょっと。何？
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
あ、そういうこと。これは探索パートね。探索というか調査パート的なね。
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
まだもうちょっとあるんじゃないよ。ほらね。
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
うすればいいの？そういうことね。
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
脅す筋力ブロ。
Wound up? You mean...
No. We do our job, Kev. No stone was left on...
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange poetry. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You wanna... I'd like to understand... Come on. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
だいぶとぐるっと回らなあかんのね。2章が終わったけど、とりあえずさっきのタコが怖かった。参加切られた。誰や、はぁはぁ言いながら見てやぞ、こっち。
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Winchester のおっさんとは誰ですか？前に聞いてません。
I don't believe the fire.
It's a very old building, you know? It's... Huh. Come on, let's leave the stories. Let's go up there.
You're the one who looked at...
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery...
That's why you're so keen to find...
Yes.
Yes.
If something escaped us, or if there's anything else...
この人はちょっといい人っぽいけど。
Night falls quickly here.
I'll go with...
You stay here and keep...
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
はい、今のめっちゃ重要なのでは？
No question of leaving now. I must examine the scene of the fire.
わざわざ怖いルート選んでしまった。なんかおるで。金派ですか。でかない屋敷。調べれるもんないかな。なさそうね。
Jeepers. Poe's prophetic raven.
やめてマジで。
The architecture seems too recent. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be... The caretaker? Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid. Poor kid. I'll have to find another entrance.
マジっすか。怖いんですけど。一人でやっててウェイとか言うの怖いんやけど、自分で嫌やわ。
This entrance is still in use.
お、話進んでしまいましたけど。
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh, マジか。
Give me that.
取れた。
Control yourself, old man.
You've got guts, you little bastard.
You and I have got some talking to do.
Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
何が危険なの？一体何が危険なの？
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion. This gate is locked. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
なんとか忍び込めるんではないかと思っておるんだが。なんかないの。なんもないの。侵入できると思ったのに。いけない。おとなしく中入りますかね。いややけど。
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas,
You're right. Let's.
お前見てたんなら助けんかいな。
I'm coming with you. There's no way I'll leave you alone in there without a watchful eye.
そやな。それは承知しておるよ。投げ。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
いや、お前そういうことやんな。
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
試されるぞ。
What kind of meat is this?
せやな、確かにな。すごいもん食ってんな。
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fight.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find something
It's
the
already
cops
too late
missed.
for Hawkins.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
Why?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, What do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was...
What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to...
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Quite a building, don't you
Dated
think?
1818.
Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well,
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
然おっさんついてきてくれへんや。怖いねんけど。おっさんは何を見てんの？
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. Locked. The boys' room. Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. What was wrong with this family? What? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time. What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment. This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked.
落としかこれ。
Locked. This door is locked. This door is locked. Locked.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
俺は見つけたつもりやけどな。
This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty.
Did you hear that?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.